Welcome to Tehachapi, the City of Tehachapi's podcast, where we share conversations with local leaders, business owners, and community members. Don't miss an episode. Be sure to follow and subscribe to learn something new and discover ways to get involved in our community.
Hello and welcome back to Tehachapi. Maya Acosta here with Claire Scotty today, and it is time for our chamber update. So welcome, Claire.
Thank you so much. I always enjoy being here for the chamber update and sharing all the fun things that the chamber has in store and featuring one of our local businesses.
Yes, and today we're excited to welcome Liberty Shaub with Liberty Shaub Photography, and we're going to talk about your business. But as usual with these segments, we like to get our chamber business sorted and out of the way, and then we dive into our business feature here. So, Liberty, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. I'm very excited, and I'm happy to be representing the chamber, too. It's my fave.
Yes.
Oh, thank you.
All right, Claire. So let's dive in. What's happening with the chamber? It's this very, very busy time of year. We've got Tehachapi's biggest festival right around the corner, so I'm sure you are packed.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely packed. So with August here already, we have the Tehachapi Mountain Festival, and this is one of the longest running events in Tehachapi. It's the 62nd Mountain Festival, and we're just so excited to be bringing back some things that are kind of nostalgic and fun, and we're adding a few new things too. And so we're really excited for this year. It's going to be wonderful, and if the weather keeps up like it has been, it's going to be gorgeous.
Yeah, the weather has been very nice. If it maintains this cool,
Yes.
I mean, I'm saying cool, like 80s comparatively. It's pretty dang nice.
Yes.
Nice and sunny.
Right? This
I'll
time
take
last year we were baking.
Yes.
And this has just been so pleasant. So fingers crossed, but we will have misters in the beer garden. We're going to have a cooling station. We're going to be ready for everything. We have a parade deadline coming up first, August 8th. We have the Mountain Festival Parade where thousands of people come out and enjoy this wonderful parade that kicks off the morning. And we have all kinds of local businesses, organizations, clubs, groups, individuals, classic cars, whatever you have. If you would like to share it with the community, you are welcome to participate in this parade. So please reach out to the chamber@tehachapi.com, or you can stop by our office on Tehachapi Boulevard, right next to Taco Sandwich and Railroad Park, to come and grab an application and get that all sorted. The whole Mountain Fest weekend is full, starting with the Pro Rodeo that starts on Friday night at 6 p.m. And you can just have such a wonderful time at that pro rodeo. And then that rodeo continues on Saturday with a live performance by Justin Lawrence. Mm-hmm. And then they also have more rodeo on Sunday as well, starting at 2 p.m.
A full weekend of rodeo fun.
Yes, a full weekend. And we are helping them sell tickets. So if you'd like to get tickets at a discounted price, we have them available at the chamber. And then starting at 7 a.m., Tehachapi Valley Parks and Recreation is having their Mountain Gallop 5K. So that is really exciting. You can go to tvrpd.org to get more information and register for that. And then there will be a pancake breakfast from 7 to 9:30 a.m. at the American Legion, and that is hosted by Christian Life Assembly Kids.
Awesome.
Yay. And then the parade starts at 10 a.m. and it'll be going all down F Street. So make sure you bring your chairs and your blankets and all your cozy things and come down to F Street to enjoy this fantastic parade. And then the Arts and Crafts Festival happening in Central Park will begin at 10 a.m. So we are so excited. We have 80 plus vendors.
Wow.
A lot of them are local arts and crafts. And then we're bringing in arts and crafts from out of the area as well. So there's so much wonderful variety. Mm-hmm. We have local organizations that will be there, like Marley's Mutts and Family Life Pregnancy Center, Lions Club. They will all be out there and sharing their information, and they'll have fun things for everybody to do. We're going to have several food trucks offering everything from snow cones to Chinese food to Neapolitan pizza and, ice creams, just, tri-tip sandwiches, just so many wonderful things to enjoy all throughout the day. We have live music, including Bear Mountain Boys, Zephyr Saints, which is a new band that's been taking off and has been very popular. Flashback is coming back. Angel's Roost is headlining on Saturday, and we're
awesome.
so excited. This is going to be wonderful to see them. And 42 Out will be playing on Sunday, and they're also a new local band that's been killing it. And so we're excited to see them come out as well. We'll have Aerial Garden doing their aerial acrobatic performance. We're going to have J&M Dance coming out and bring in the heat. And then we'll also have Heart and Soul line dancing, so you can get up out of your chair and do some line dancing with everyone as well.
Love it. There's so much to do.
Yes. We're going to have a fun zone hosted by Little Entertainment, and that's going to have tons of bounce houses. I think he's bringing 10 different bounce houses. And we're going to have a dunk tank. So talk about nostalgia, right? Just going out and you can get dunked. You can dunk someone in the community like myself. I will be out there on Sunday.
Oh, man.
Yeah. And it's probably going to be hot, so please come and dunk me.
Yeah, that's right.
And then we're going to have face painting, games, all kinds of fun. We'll have a beer garden featuring local, domestic, and imported beer. Just so many wonderful things. And then this all continues all throughout the weekend on Sunday as well. 2 new things that we're bringing on. We're going to have a BMO hosted ATM.
Cool.
So everyone in the park can grab some cash if they need it. And then we're also going to have an infant feeding and changing area hosted by Family Life Pregnancy.
Oh, very nice.
So it'll be a private, cozy space where you can, change your infant in peace, or if you'd like to feed them in peace, that will be a private space for you to do that. So we're very excited and thankful for Family Life Pregnancy for doing that for us. Thank you so much to City of Tehachapi. You guys are amazing partners in this, and this collaboration makes this event possible. So thank you so much for that. And to WM, another amazing collaboration and partnership. Thank you guys so much. Tehachapi Cement is a huge Gold Rush sponsor for this event, and so is Tehachapi Valley Recreation Parks District. So thank you so much. Thank you to Terrigen, Mirabelle Estate, RWS, Saracoso, Knight Building Systems, the Loop Newspaper, Alta One, BHE Renewables, Valley Strong, who's sponsoring all the entertainment, Pro Tech Auto Service, Pierce Renewables, The Village Co., and a shout out to Tehachapi Amateur Radio, who's going to be handling all of our safety communications all throughout the weekend.
Awesome. So much support from the community. It's great to see.
Yes. Heading on further into the month, we have our monthly luncheon on August 19th at noon at Kelsey's, and we'll be hearing from Police Chief Stanridge.
Very cool.
Very excited for that. On the 25th, we'll have a lunch and learn with Seed Corps and Kite, and they're going to be doing a little bit of a preview of what their course is like. So they do an entrepreneurial course where if you're interested in starting your own business, they kind of step you through all the phases of bringing your own business to life. And so they're going to be diving into a particular subject and kind of showing you how the program works, how the classes work. They'll be bringing in an expert speaker. And so this is an opportunity to kind of get a glimpse into this program and see if it's right for you. And then we have a couple grand openings happening in August. Lighthouse Bibles and Gifts will be having their grand opening toward the end of August, and they're solidifying a date and time. So please follow us, and we'll be sharing updates as that goes. And then August 27th, there will be a grand opening for Synchrony Medical Group, who just opened in Old Town. So they offer a lot of wonderful services, medical services that were not available before.
Right.
And so that's really exciting to learn more and what they're bringing to the team.
Yeah.
And then on September 17th and 24th, Sixpence Bookkeeping is doing a small business insight and collaboration series for our local businesses. She's going to be touching on business planning, legal essentials, financial projection, financial statements, cash flow, and navigating tax obligations. So a lot of really great topics, things that we all probably could use a little bit more insight into. And it's only $20 per class or $30 for both classes.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. So that's over at Eventbrite. You can search Small Business Insight and Collaboration Series to find that information and get your seat. Kern County is offering a facade improvement grant program, and we're excited to help share this on their behalf. It's a program that offers financial assistance to local businesses hoping to enhance their site and their security as well. So it's up to $10,000 are available for these businesses. It's for small business owners and property owners, and it serves everyone in the unincorporated area of Kern. So this is a really great opportunity for businesses to check it out, see what's available. So you can head over to info@pdevsolutions.com for questions, or you can call 661-847-9254. We have 3 new members who joined the chamber, and we're excited to welcome New Life Real Estate Consultant, Kern Golden Girls Insurance, and Laura Holgren, who is a local real estate agent with Native.
Awesome. Great to see more members as well every month.
Yes, we're so excited to be bringing on more and seeing how we can serve and help everybody.
Absolutely. Wow, lots of fun stuff happening with the chamber. I mean, Mountain Fest is kind of like the crown jewel of it all, the whole year. So we're really excited for that. Where can people find like the full rundown, the schedule of events, everything happening for Mountain Fest?
Yes, so you can go to TehachapiMountainFestival.com.
Okay.
And that has the full schedule, the list of all the vendors that will be there, all kinds of information. And then you can also message directly through that website if you would like to learn more information. But thank you to the Tehachapi News and the Loop. They're also going to be printing guides that has information about all the different bands and all the fun things to look forward to. So that'll be coming out here very soon as well.
Awesome. And then chamber.com is a great place to go find that community calendar. It's such a great resource to see all of the things that are happening throughout town and beyond. There's so many things happening, and that calendar helps to capture everything.
Thank you so much. Yes, Tehachapi.com. We've been working really hard on that website, and we've been loving the community calendar. So thank you so much.
Yes, absolutely. All right. So we are happy to hear all the great stuff coming from the chamber. But of course, our chamber updates also involve a highlight of one of our local businesses. So Liberty, we are very excited to learn more about your photography studio and the services that you offer. So your studio is right here on Robinson, like right across the street from us, right?
Yes, I have a nice, beautiful view of the city hall. It's great. I like the vines and everything. It's right across the street.
Very nice. And you opened recently, right? When was that?
I opened about a year ago now.
Okay.
So I've been doing photography for almost 8 years now, full time, but the studio itself is coming up on 1 year, and I kind of call it my glorified storage unit. It's more of like my really creative space. I do, have clients come in, but it's quite, as an artist, it's messy in there. It gets a little crazy.
Oh, yes. I understand that process. You kind of just have to get everything out there, and then it helps the creative process.
Yeah. People walk in and I'm like, I promise the photos look great. Just ignore all the paint and everything going on around you.
Right. So you said that you have been doing photography for 8 years. How did you get started in this career?
It's very, very corny story.
Okay.
There's kind of 2 starting points. My dad got me a camera when I was 8, and it was actually a way better camera than an 8-year-old should have. And he handed it to me, and I didn't put it down. Middle school, I went to JMS, photographed all the yearbook photos. Going into high school, I was the girl that always had a camera and never put it down. And my dad said, oh, she's kind of really into this. So about halfway through my sophomore year, I had a meltdown because I didn't want to go to college. Because I was going to go to college to be a teacher.
Okay.
Just because I knew I could, but not because I wanted to. And so I told my parents, I said, I really want to be a photographer. And they were like, we don't know if that is going to do you good. And they pretty much said, prove us wrong. But you have to go to college still. I'm like, okay. So I go to college for photography down in San Diego. And ever since then, that was my plan A. There was no plan B. I wanted to be a photographer. I was going to make it as a photographer. I didn't care what it took. COVID actually was a big blessing for me. Unfortunately, not for a lot of businesses, but during COVID, people were canceling their weddings and getting eloped. And I primarily do weddings. So these elopements were allowing me to shoot Monday through Friday.
Wow.
Instead of Saturday weddings.
Right.
So my portfolio grew, and I grew a huge community very, very fast. And so by the time I came back here, it was like I had my business rolling and it's float. But the big thing is I'm just really passionate about it. I didn't want to do anything else. Ever since I've had a camera, that's it. That's all
awesome.
I wanted to do.
I mean, I think that really will solidify like the longevity of this career too. If it's something that clearly, I mean, you've been passionate about for a majority of your life, that's just going to keep on going. And I'm sure it speaks through the product that you're able to provide to your customers too.
I hope so. I'm always striving to do better. Every time I do something, the next time is going to be better. The next time is going to be better. And the community I have at Tehachapi allows me to grow, and they have a lot of faith in me, which is I'm so thankful for. And I shot my first wedding, what is now the Maribel Estate, at 16.
Oh, wow.
So I was Rose Garden. That's where I started doing that. And people have just watched me grow. And they have a lot of faith in me. And I'm very blessed for it. And the product does show most of the time.
Yeah. So for my job, I do dabble in photography and videography. And I've had, friends, family approach me and asked to, like, hey, will you photograph my wedding or this, like, very big, important event? And I'm always like, I don't want to do that. That's like so high stakes. I would feel terrible if I missed like that one moment that like you have to capture. So can you talk maybe a little bit about that process or kind of what your plan is going into photographing weddings? I mean, it's a lot of pre-planning,
It is.
right?
It's a lot of pressure. Now it's like, I get like imposter syndrome, every time I do a wedding, I'm like, am I qualified to be doing this, to be photographing these big moments? And then I do it and I'm cool about it. But I think the reason I'm really passionate about doing these big milestones is because there's so many people who have missed out on having photos because they can't afford it or they just didn't think about like I wish I had video or photos of this moment. I didn't think about it back then. So pretty much what like reassures me every time is like I'm providing something that's like unforgettable. It's really fulfilling. It's like such a fulfilling job. So it is stressful, what if I miss the first kiss at the altar? But I never have.
Yeah.
And so I shouldn't have to worry about it, but it's just once I deliver the product, it makes me so like filled with joy that I just like I have to keep doing it.
That's
so I don't know if
great.
that answers the question, but it just it's very fulfilling to me to just capture people's milestones because I do kids' birthdays and weddings and when someone starts a new business, they need headshots and product photography. Sometimes it seems like really mundane to have like I have to go update my LinkedIn headshot, but I'm like no, like you have a business and you're doing great. Like everything is worth celebrating through photos.
I love it.
It's fulfilling. It's very fulfilling.
I love that outlook on things. I think especially just speaking for myself, I tend to get like too in my head, but the way that you put a perspective onto that of like, at the end of the day, you really can't go like horribly wrong.
No, like it is what it is. You know, like the moments I capture them to the best of my abilities. And sometimes it's better than, it's always going to be better than a phone or whatnot. I just do what I can and people appreciate it, just having whatever results come from it.
Yeah. Now, talk to me a little bit about, especially for these like bigger moments. I'm sure that there's a good amount of like you meet and consult with your clients, customers before going into a wedding or a bigger event, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What does that entail? Because I think maybe some people think like, yeah, I'm just going to hire a photographer, they'll show up and it'll be fine. But in order to get the best product and for you to provide the best service, you having a better idea of like the location and what they're looking for, the aesthetic that they're trying to achieve is very important, right?
Yes. So a lot of for weddings or even any sort of family pictures, I try to meet up with them or do a test shoot. So like weddings, we'll do engagement photos for free just to like, okay, we got to get to know each other because I'm quite the awkward individual. So my clients are usually also pretty awkward. So we like to kind of like test the waters, but through lots of mood boards and explaining to them, like when I have them send me samples of photos they like, I'm like, what do you like about this? And they're like, oh, I like the pose. And I'm like, oh, you don't like the lighting or the composition or the way the skin tone is. Like you like the pose. So there's lots of like going back and forth through email or even in person to kind of grasp the vision they have. And luckily, a lot of my clients become friends. I, again, very blessed in that way, but they come back time after time. So now I don't even have to ask them. Our relationship forms. And when I photograph them, the kids know who I am and they're less intimidated. And the grandparents remember me from the wedding. It becomes my big family.
That's awesome.
So the process becomes more simple over time. But lots of mood boards, lots of test shoots, lots of over-explaining myself. Luckily, as my clientele has gotten bigger, they say, well, so-and-so told me you did this, so I'm just going to call it good. Like, I trust what you have to do. I'm like, okay, that sounds good. Sounds good.
That's a good prerequisite, I guess you could say, to have when you're getting new clients. That's a pretty good deal.
And I try to, like I said, I'm kind of an awkward gal, and so I try not to be fake about it too. So I'm just like, hey, I'm here to take your picture. I'll instruct you on what to do, but I'm also not trying to put on a performance and do all these things. And so it makes them more comfortable because they know I'm real.
Yeah.
And not that, I'm not sure if anyone does put on performances to take pictures, but I have a little bit of a personality facade. I'm just there.
Definitely.
I'm just there.
Well, I think it can be intimidating for a lot of people too, especially maybe if it's just like, I'm a girl in high school and I'm getting my senior photos. Like, it's kind of intimidating.
And it's like this, you're meeting me in a pretty flower field and we've never talked before.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey. So
Promise I'm not a murderer.
Yeah, for me to just be like, okay, this is what we're doing. Like, just listen to me. We'll be good. And by the end, they're like, okay, we're cool. We're cool. Like, but at first it's like, I'm awkward, you're awkward. It's a little funny, but we get over it.
Yeah, and that's a big part too of taking people's photos is making them feel comfortable, because it can just also be uncomfortable getting your picture taken. It's like,
I don't like.
What do I do with my hands? I don't know.
Don't ask to ever take my picture. Every time I have to get my own picture taken, I'm like, oh, this is why they don't want to show up sometimes. It's horrible.
Yeah. No, I imagine too. So with a big focus on capturing weddings and engagement photos, you've probably got to travel to some cool places. With your services, is there like a certain range and like to where you'll travel to capture these moments, or how does that work?
So my husband's in the Navy. So post high school, I went to San Diego, during COVID. So I built a big clientele there. And when we came back home, I pretty much was like, well, I'll do anything from San Diego to Tehachapi. I'll travel there. And then I grew up a clientele around San Luis Obispo. So now I pretty much do anything San Luis Obispo south. So I do a lot of Joshua Tree. I do a lot of Santa Barbara. Pretty much if I could drive there in a day, I'll be there. There's nowhere I won't go. And I have done weddings in Texas and Idaho and Oregon who are clients from Tehachapi. So they were like, we love you so much. We might live here now. We're still going to fly you out to do our wedding, and so on and so forth. And on top of weddings, I do product marketing.
Oh, okay.
There's so many things that photography can involve. And so that takes me all over the country too. Mainly Southern California, but I have quite a bit in Idaho. I've done North Carolina. Just I'll go wherever the wind takes me. Tehachapi's just the home. It's the roots, and then I'll go anywhere else. So even people from Tehachapi, they're like, I'm from here. I live here, but we're having a destination wedding. I'm like, bring me with. Yeah. I'm cool with that.
Sounds great to me.
Sounds good to me.
And you had mentioned product shots, which also include meals, menu photos for restaurants.
Yes.
And that's really difficult because getting a really good picture of a burger is a lot harder than people think it is.
It is way more, I'm a way better photographer when there's a person in the photo. You ask me to take a picture of the mountains, I'm like, I don't know. It doesn't look right to me. Can we put a person in the mountains? That would look great. And so like food, beverage, photography, products for like, I try to get involved with some small businesses in town, and I work for and with Summerside. It's a marketing company. Her name's Ashley. She lives in Tehachapi. So she's taught me a lot on how to expand myself and my product and food menus. Awesome. It's fun. That stuff's a little more tedious, but it's fulfilling in another way.
That's very cool. So you have to tap into a lot of different kind of creative inspiration, I'm sure. Where do you draw some of that inspiration for? I am always, Pinterest is like,
Pinterest is like everything to me. Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
I get quite a few compliments when I shoot weddings. They're like, did you really just, like, what made you think of that? I'm like, I don't know. And you couldn't ask me to do it again. I can't do it twice. But Pinterest is so helpful. I'm kind of and I mean this in a good way, I'm quite the basic photographer. So like I am not trying to do anything groundbreaking.
Sure.
I just want it to be how it is. Like, I want to make sure it's good quality.
Right.
But yeah, a lot of my inspiration's from Pinterest or movies, music. I've been recently trying to do I've been really slow about it, but I've been trying to do a reel series on Instagram, doing photo shoots dedicated to music, based off of music videos or lyrics, stuff like that. So I have a few that I'll be posting soon. So I've been trying to broaden where I'm getting my inspo, not just from Pinterest, because I kind of get tunnel vision there. But
it can happen.
Music, movies, a lot of my weddings, they'll be like, oh, it's Pride and Prejudice themed. I'm like, okay, I got to watch Pride and Prejudice like 5 times in a row before I shoot this wedding so I can really understand. So it also depends on the client, where they want me to draw inspiration from. But Pinterest is it.
The go-to.
Yes, it is.
I love it. So, okay, weddings, product, shooting, marketing, I should say. And then you mentioned before we started recording that you've got back to school pictures
I do.
on the horizon.
I'm very excited on August 10th, so it's right around the corner. I have back to school setup going on in my studio. It's got some blue lockers and a vintage desk with these paper airplanes everywhere, and it's so adorable. And it's marketed from TK to 12th grade, so any parent can have their kids come in, and it's quite adorable. It's more the cheesy, like good Instagram post photos, but I'm very excited to be doing those this year.
Cool.
Yes.
I really enjoyed those last year. My daughter was going into TK for the first time, and so we brought her in for the first day, school pictures, and they turned out so beautiful. And we got them framed and sent them out to all the grandparents, and it was just wonderful.
I love it. And you've done a couple like holiday themed things. Was it Easter?
Oh, yes.
Recently?
I love Easter. Oh, Valentine. My Valentine ones are a big hit. And then this coming holiday season, I have some really fun baking, like Halloween baking themed photo shoots, and like ghosts photo shoots, and Christmas. I already have Christmas planned. We got, I'm going to have these giant present towers, and the setups are like they're going to be very cute this year. So I'm very excited to have those. But I like to do the holiday. I did 4th of July. The 4th of July photos, I did them at the Era House. How you pronounce
Array
that?
House.
Is that how you say that?
Array House over by the...
Good thing. I've been pronouncing it wrong for years. I did the big flag. They had the big flag on the side of the wall. I did some 4th of July pictures over there. Holidays, I like to be a little corny with it. It's good.
But that's the best.
I know, it's fun. It's fun, especially when they're little kids and they it's kind of a little more magical in a sense. Yeah.
I love it. And so I'm assuming you're pretty active on Instagram and social media for folks to go check it out, your portfolio and all your different things you've got going.
Everything should be the same. Everything's under Liberty Shaub Photography, and Shaub is SHAUB. So libertyshaubphotography.com, the TikTok, the Instagram, the Facebook. I'm there. I'm active on all of them, and I love to have a new community. I like to get involved. So if you could follow me there, I'd love to see your face.
Cool. I love it. And so, as we said earlier, you're right across the street from City Hall in Robinson. And you'd mentioned before we started recording that you co-own, correct? Mud Hut to Go with your mom?
Yes, I run Mud Hut to Go with my mom. She's had it since, I think, could be wrong, 2007 to 2009, somewhere in there she opened a Tehachapi. But now that I'm older, not just a little kid in the studio, I help her run it now. So I'm there Tuesdays and Saturdays, and it's very fun. Another art studio I get to be at every day, and it's super fun and also really good for kids, and it's great.
And you're saying your whole family is just all entrepreneurs.
They are.
And with this being a chamber update, how else is your family involved here in the community business-wise?
Yeah, I'll give my family a good shout out.
So
yeah, my mom has Mud Hut to Go. My wonderful stepmom, my bonus mom, Laura Bradford, she is a CPA next to Midori Sushi. She opened her office, I want to say a year to 2 years ago.
About 2 years ago.
Yeah, I think it's been a minute now, and she's a wonderful tax lady. She is the best tax lady ever. And then my dad owns the nonprofit Cars for Heroes out of Tehachapi. He is a mechanic and he just wants to have his hands on a car 24/7. So he needed a way to do it more. So he started Cars for Heroes to give cars to veterans in need, families in need, and he likes to be involved in the community through cars. So I think he's part of, what was it?
Yes.
He's
So
the
yeah, we're
sponsor,
really
or-
excited to be working with him for Thunder on the Mountain coming up
Yes.
September 20th. He's going to be the nonprofit. So we have a big raffle every year. And so this year, the organization that all of the prize, the money from the raffle goes to Cars for Heroes.
Oh, cool.
And
Oh,
so,
nice, yes, yes.
and I know he's going to be providing the coffee. So
Oh, yeah,
he'll be
he's
our
yeah.
coffee sponsor, which is oh so important when we're there at 5 o'clock in the
Yeah.
morning,
Oh,
getting everybody
he loves
ready
doing
to go.
that too. He loves serving. He just loves serving. So my whole family I don't think anyone's ever been not employed by themselves. I'm sure there's more family, but I'm sure there's more I'm not even thinking of. But those are my parents, that's what they do, and they're super, super wonderful.
That's awesome. I mean, what a great Tehachapi success story for our local businesses that a whole family has got, their hands.
And it's all
in
different too.
Yeah,
It's not one thing of the same. And everyone always tells me, I have a bar. This is going on a spiel, but I have a bartending business, and I help at Mud Hut, and everyone says, "What? Why do you do so much?" I'm like, "Well, it's my parents' fault. Because they were also doing so much. We just don't know how to sit down. I'm lucky I don't have 8 businesses by now. If I could keep going, I would. But I have to tone it down. I have to tone it down.
That's very fair. I love it.
If you are getting married, my 2026 books are open. I only take a limited. That's my bread and butter weddings. And if you're getting married in 2026, I am only taking 8 more weddings, just to make sure I can give my best effort to each one. So feel free to reach out if you're getting married in Tehachapi or elsewhere.
Love it.
Do you find you're pretty busy every weekend?
Oh, I sometimes I'm like, ugh. I wish I didn't work on the weekend, but then I get to party. I get to go to weddings and parties, so it's I can't really complain. But weekends are my Monday. Friday is my Monday. It gets
Getting the week going.
the work week rolling. So yeah, I'm always busy on a weekend.
Great stuff. Well, this is super exciting. I love hearing about how your business came to be, and I think it's really filling a need here in Tehachapi. I know we've talked a lot about recently about how impressed we are and blown away by the different connections and the way our local businesses support one another. Is that something that you found since starting your business?
Yes, it's hard to find your community, but once you do find it, it's good. I have my neighbor Sam. She's wonderful, and again, my support from Tehachapi is unbelievable. It's rare that I feel like people from other businesses, not maybe Tehachapi, but other photographers in other states and cities, they don't have the love that I do from my small businesses and how we try to involve each other. So I love the community. I've gotten a lot of support, and I try to support as much as I can. It's hard when I'm working on the weekends, but every time someone does something, I try to show up. I try to do something because I want them to have the same love that I do.
Awesome. No,
Yeah.
that's great. And if people want to check you out, again, on Robinson Street or LibertyShaubPhotography.com.
Yes. Big old circle on the window with an LP.
Easy.
Yeah.
Well, cool. Liberty, thanks so much for coming in and telling us about your business today.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Of course. And Claire, thanks for all the updates. You're keeping us busy, as always, with all the fun happening at the Chamber. And again, mountainfestival.com for more information on Mountain Fest, and Tehachapi.com for more info on Chamber things.
Yes, thank you so much. And you can always email us chamber@tehachapi.com. Or if you're a phone person, you can give us a call at 661-822-4180.
Awesome. Thank you all so much. And to anybody listening, as always, questions or comments can be emailed to us, media@TehachapiCityHall.com. But otherwise, thanks for tuning in, and I hope to catch you back here next time on Tehachapod.
You've been listening to Tehachapod. If you have a question, a thought, or a suggestion, email media@TehachapiCityHall.com. We'll catch you again soon, right here on Tehachapod.